Hello guys, how are you doing all? I hope you're all fine. Today we are going to discuss about functions in programming language. It doesn't matter what programming language you are using, even if it's Java or C++ or you know any programming language that you're using. Functions are equally important in any programming language. So why we need functions? What is the purpose of functions? That's what we are going to discuss today in this tutorial. Functions are used to define reusable code and organized and also simplify the coding as well. Okay, let's say we want to find out the sum of integers from, let's say, 1 to 10 or 20 to 37 or 30 to 45, something like that. If we don't know the functions, what we are going to do is we will just write a simple plain logic. Like, for example, let me share my screen with you guys, and then I'm going to make it work. So if you can see the screen right now, this is basically we are supposed to do. Let me write the logic for functions like this. Okay. So let's say we have a program that we need to find out sum between 1 to 10, from 1 to 10, and then let's say from 20 to 37, and then let's say 35 to 49. It's just the random assumption. It could be anything that you can do. Suppose that we don't know functions yet. Then what we are going to do, we will just write some logic like that. Sum is equal to 0. We will use a loop. Int I, we are starting from 1 and I is less than 10, and then I plus plus. Okay. And then we will just add up the value sum plus equal to I, and we will print out the sum from 1 to 10 is whatever the result that it will give. Okay. Then what I will do, I will copy this logic again like that. And because it's already declared, so here I will change this from 20 to 37. And then it will keep on continuing from 35 to 49 as well. All right. So you may have observed one thing in this, like you're computing the sums from 1 to 10, 20 to 37, any number. It's the code looks very similar. There is redundancy in the code. Okay. And in programming technique, we follow one logic that's called a DRY. That means do not repeat yourself. So that's where the use of functions will be more handy, came in handy. Now, if we can convert all this logic in one function, and then we can use any number of our choice that is available, then that can find out the sum for us without writing any extra line of code. Then we can use that one for making it more easier. Like, for example, let's convert all this logic into a function. So I'm going to use public static integer sum, and I have I1 and int I2 as two parameters. Result is equal to 0, starting from the 0, for int I is equal to, it can start from I1 and I is less than I2 and I plus plus, like that. So result plus equal to I, sum them up, and then print out, or not print out, but let's say we want to return the result like this. Okay. I'm going to put all this logic that we have wrote for these two different values into comments, and I'm going to write, or I'm going to call the function. So when we are going to call this function, let's say sum from 1 to 10 is, call the function that we just wrote, sum, and give the parameters like that, 1 to 10. then sum from 20 to 45 is sum 20 and 45. See, that code that we have wrote in maybe 20, 30 line of code, we just wrote it in less than 10 lines of code. And we call this function and it's going to perform the same operation for us that it was doing with the for loop that we were using multiple different times. So if we run this code right now, you're going to see that it's working fine from 1 to 10 and from 20 to 45 like that. So that is the importance of function. Now, if we look into this function, these public and static, these are basically the modifiers, or we can call it as method header. This complete is the method header. These public and static are modifiers. Int is integer primitive data type. That is the return type of the function. Like, what is the return type of the function? Then sum is the method name, the function name itself, and then it has these formal parameters I1 and I2 as the parameters in this case. Okay, so then this thing is method body. The method body include all the way up till here until the return result. This is the method body, and that's basically it with the function. So function starts with parenthesis, open and close parenthesis, and with the close parenthesis like that. So this is the logic of simple the function. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, just post into the comment and I will be happy to answer that. Thank you and see you soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.